Well, today, of course, it's the opening day of the big VMworld show. And yeah, today Citrix made several key announcements around our open cloud platform. Probably the most notable is that we have announced the acquisition of a company called VMLogix. And what VMLogix does, it's all about virtualization automation. And the way we're going to apply the VMLogix technology into our open cloud platform is it makes it very easy for an individual, an IT shop, or an end user to take workloads, application workloads, entirely through the production process. So from development to staging to actually going into production, and to do it across different virtualization platforms and across private clouds they run in their own environment and a public cloud. What we found is that all the hype and excitement around cloud computing certainly captured the attention of customers. But the big thing they're afraid of, or one of the big things they're concerned about, is I don't want to get locked in to a certain provider. I don't want to get locked into a certain platform. And what the Citrix Open Cloud strategy is all about fundamentally is making it open, right? So that as you can experience the elasticity, the economics of cloud computing, but you can do it without the risk of being locked into just one vendor's platform. Do it across different hypervisors, across different virtualization environments, and really make it very easy throughout those stages. So that was really the centerpiece of our open cloud announcement today. Well, I think you're going to see a couple of big themes from Citrix going forward. As I said, our passion is about this notion of virtual computing, which is really about enabling people to work and play from anywhere. And so I think the kinds of things you'll see from us coming forward are really making that user experience on all these array of consumer devices just stunning. So whether it's the next Android thing, the next thing on Engadget, the next new device, being able to really enhance that experience. You'll see a lot of focus from that. Second thing is you'll see a lot of focus around desktop virtualization as it goes mainstream. We firmly believe this is going to become the primary way corporations deliver desktops to all their users. You're going to see a lot of focus from us on making the management experience of that vastly simpler than it is today. So it just becomes very, very easy and almost a no-brainer for IT organizations to transfer from what they're doing today into going forward. I think the third thing you're going to see is some major partnerships from Citrix. We are, I think the issue of desktop virtualization in particular is being recognized more and more as one of the top 2 or 3 issues that all CIOs are prioritizing, especially heading into next year. And all the major players in the industry are seeing that. And I think as Citrix has established itself as the clear market share and innovation leader in that space, you should expect to see some major announcements from large players in the industry, recognizing that and building broader, solutions covering hardware and software as well around desktop virtualization centering on Citrix. So those are kind of 3 areas I'd keep watching for. Yeah, I think it's fascinating for industry watchers to look at kind of what's happening in the space. You certainly have VMware out there who's been talking about virtualization, had some great products in server virtualization. Microsoft coming on the scene, Citrix kind of centered around more of the desktop kind of space. And I think what's very unique out here is that kind of 2 things. First of all, to recognize that not all virtualization is server virtualization. And so VMware has been very successful on the server side in data centers, and they have a lot to be expected from on that side. As you start looking out at virtualization, extending it out from the cloud to the server to the desktop and out to virtual work styles, I think you start getting much more into territory that's been Citrix wheelhouse for 20 plus years, and certainly with Microsoft as well. And one of the, I think, unique things in the industry is the relationship between Citrix and Microsoft on this front. We've been key partners for 20 years and really working together to ensure that the Windows experience, Windows servers to Windows desktops, can transition into this new era of virtual computing in the most seamless way possible. And so the way you got to think about it is Microsoft providing the full infrastructure to manage physical environments, and then Citrix providing that infrastructure, especially as it comes to the desktop, to take those environments virtual. And that's a partnership that I expect to see continue in a pretty profound way going forward. If you talk to Microsoft today, that's very clear that Citrix and our Zen desktop technology is the centerpiece of their virtual desktop strategy. And I think it's it says something about the partnership. It also says something about what you need to deliver that experience across both physical and virtual environments going forward.